Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. A lot of you in the past have asked me repeatedly, where do I purchase my succulents? So in this video, I decided I'm going to share all the places that I can remember that I have purchased succulents online or locally, and I'm going to rate them from 1 to 5 stars for customer service, assortment, and prices of plants. So let's start with big box stores. If you're in the United States, in any state, as far as I know, you can find Home Depot, Walmart, and Lowe's. These three stores are great if you're starting your collection. Well, even if you're not starting your collection, every once in a while I still find something that I don't have there. When we talk about finding something new every year at Lowe's, here is something that I just found a few days ago. This is Graptovaria amatorum. I've been looking to purchase this one online, and it was pretty expensive when I was purchasing online from, for example, Plants of Joy on Instagram. And what happened is that they shipped it, the package was lost, and it came completely stretched, and I threw it away. So I didn't have this one. I had it in the past, and it died. So I was really excited to find this. And I noticed from year to year, there is always a little bit difference in assortment of plants. So always check it out, what they have new. Home Depot and Lowe's a little bit better with assortment than Walmart. Walmart has a little bit less choices, at least where I live in Michigan. Also, it depends from state to state how often they get succulents. For example, here where I live in Michigan, they get them about 4 times a year, every 3 months, while I have heard from people in Florida or Arizona that they get them every month. So you have a lot more choices, a lot more new shipments. So here I am in my plant room, just to quickly show you one of the purchases from Home Depot. And assortments of Home Depot plants depends from state to state, from nursery to nursery. We don't really get great assortment here where I live, but oftentimes when I go to Chicago, to Trader Joe's or IKEA, I'll come by the closest Home Depot. And I think it was 2 years ago, there was a little plant. Sorry, my lights just turned on, so it changed the lighting. But there was a small baby's necklace, a Corsula, and this is kind of rare plant for our area, and you can see it grew so much. I actually just cut a lot of cuttings for another pot because it was just out of control. But that was actually great purchase and great price because it's harder to find in nurseries, and I was so happy about that. So, you can find all kinds of good plants in Home Depot and Lowe's. The best time to shop, I would say, when it comes to clearance, they clear plants through the year. When the new shipment comes, they will clear the previous shipment and then sell what's left for very low prices. But best time to shop succulents would be second half of August and first half of September. That's typically when Walmart, Home Depot, and especially Lowe's will clear their succulents, and you can find a lot of great choices for $1 or $2 or $3. So here is, for example, this beautiful Wife Samurai Sansevieria. It's a little bit more rare, and I know that it's quite expensive online. Walmart had it, and actually they had a little discount, dollar off, so it ended up being, I think, $4. I really like it. It's so pretty and sculptural. And then this one here, this is Euphorbia lactea compacta. I purchased at IKEA. So another place I would highly recommend you check would be IKEA. They often have different cacti and euphorbias, not so much echeverias and crassulas, except maybe jade. But it's a good place to check. Their prices are probably the best out of all the other big box stores. Really affordable. I think when I bought this one was $3, something like that. Another good place to check would be Trader Joe's. It's on and off. You can go, and for months they don't have much, and then they will get something. So I have actually, even in the last year, purchased some succulents that were really healthy, good price. So let me now talk about some local nurseries, garden centers where I go here where I live Southwest Michigan, right on the border with Indiana. So cities like South Bend, Mishawaka are really close to me that are in Indiana. And also Chicago is not too far, about 2 hours. So I will include some of the nurseries that I have visited in the Chicago area. So okay, I'll rate Lowe's and Walmart and Home Depot. I would say all those three stores, when plants arrive, I will give them 5 stars for assortment and quality of plants. But very rapidly that quality of plants can go down. It's very common to see plants stretched. Right now I have seen in Lowe's, they put them by the wall in the shelves in complete darkness. That's how they're keeping the succulents, and it's like dead sentence for them if they don't get seen or purchased. So in a matter of a month or two, you can find root rot, you can find mealybugs, and you have to be really careful what you're purchasing. And they may not clear them. They may still be selling them for full price, even though they look really bad. Customer service is also, like varies. Home Depot and Lowe's have been very good giving discounts and kind of working with you as a customer if the plant is partially damaged. I'm currently in my plant room where a lot of my purchases came from either local nurseries or purchases online. So let's start with White's, which is one of the biggest and probably nicest garden centers and nurseries in the area where I live. I think that their prices in succulents have been pretty high compared to other nurseries, and their selection is really limited. I was there just a few days ago, and I think maybe they had 15 varieties, and they were some of the most common succulents. So other plants, amazing selection. They have so many petunias, peperonias, just herbs, vegetables, great nursery, but not so much for succulents. So here is one of my purchases from last year from White's, which is this beautiful bear paw. Then next great place to shop here in the area where I live is Varner's Greenhouses, which is located also in Niles. And this place, unlike other garden centers, is open almost whole year. I think the only time they close is from January 1st till March 1st. So great place to shop. Their prices are probably the best out of all the garden centers and nurseries in the area. So I would give them 5.5 for prices from 1 to 5. And they have good quality plants, so 5 for the quality of plants. The assortment is really good. I think it varies. It depends when you come. You might find some varieties, and then at some other times of the year, the assortment may be a little bit different and less succulent choices than maybe during the summer season. Next place I would recommend is of course, Gas Farms. That's probably one of my favorite in the area. I'm gonna give 5 for everything in this place. First, I want to talk about customer service. I have never met such nice people, and not just the owners, but their staff. Super patient. Like whenever I came, and like some of us who collect succulents, we can be really annoying. Honestly. We take our time looking, we ask questions. I met the owners, and he would show me around, and so I'm gonna give them 5 for customer service. I think their prices are really great, so I'm gonna give 5, and their assortment is probably better than any other nursery in the area. I'm gonna go as far to in Chicago area, there is some nurseries that have really good choices, but this is really incredible what they have. So great quality of plants, they have great prices. I don't think enough people actually knows about Gas Farms. So not far from St. Joe, it's literally 5 minutes. So if you're coming for a vacation or for a weekend from Chicago to St. Joseph, Michigan, definitely check out this nursery. Amazing plant choices, and they don't have just succulents, they have some other plants. So, and I know that they have herbs too. Next place is Sawyer Garden Center. They actually get plants from gas farms, so they're a little bit more expensive than gas farms because I think they have to charge a little more to make money. But it's the same plants from this is the source. But you know, if you are not living close to gas farms and you want to check it out, Sawyer is very orderly. Whenever I went there, it was a good experience. People seem very nice there. They do get nice assortment of plants. The prices, like I said, are a little bit higher, so I'm going to give it 4 out of 5. But still great place to shop. If you're close to Chicago, check Allsip. Allsip Garden Center. This year I made the video and I can put links to all of these different places so you can check it out, the assortments they have. Really amazing garden center. I have found a lot of stuff that I don't have, and I could have probably purchased way more plants than I did. I would say their prices are, I'm going to give it a 5, even though there is some plants that are just incredibly expensive, and I don't know why. Is it because they use some special custom-made pots? But then you can find a lot of succulents with very decent prices. Great place to shop, great assortment. I'm going to give it 5 for the assortment and quality of plants. Ted's Greenhouses, very unique nursery. I don't think I have seen some of the varieties of euphorbias, sapalias, and succulents anywhere else in cacti than in Ted's Greenhouses. What's really sad is that the owner, I think he's in a nursing home. I hope he hasn't passed away. He's no longer there. I don't think that people who are in charge are as interested. Bill, who works there, who is super nice, but he doesn't work full time, and when you can catch him in the afternoon, that's great because he's going to be helpful in getting you to find certain plants. But if you go and he's not there, people are completely uninterested. I'm going to give for customer service 3. I mean, I have witnessed many times people being there rude to the people that were shopping around me, and when I would ask questions, they would just say whatever is there. You know, they just didn't even want to get up and bother. Or if I would ask for a certain plant, they just didn't care. So that's kind of really sad about this nursery, and I think I go less there now. I also noticed that they have problems with plants, maybe because they don't have enough people that are working with succulents. There's a lot of fungus issues. I don't know if it gets too cold and too wet during the winter time, and they have some difficulties that needed to be invested in and fixed in the greenhouses. But I would say the quality of the plants, definitely not 5. I have seen better looking plants for the prices that they have. Great potential, amazing assortment of plants, but it's inaccessible to the public, I feel like, because you may not see some of those choices. You may not be able to ask questions, and you enter there and it's like empty. There is nobody to ask. There's nobody to help you find something. It's just kind of a little bit disappointing. Here is all these amazing purchases from Ted's Greenhouses that I got as cuttings from Bill. But if Bill was not there, I would never be able to get them because nobody really is interested to help, you know, say where some of the plants are. If you get some of the cuttings, no matter even if you say I'll pay whatever you are asking to pay, there is nobody that's going to serve you. So these are all different, you know, cuttings that I got, and I lost only one. Everybody else, I think, rooted. Well, this is from gas farms, but almost all of these euphorbias are from Ted's Greenhouses. Oh yeah, I forgot one more really cool place, and it's in St. Joseph. It's right by the cemetery. I think I'm gonna put here the name of this nursery. A really great place, and I especially wanted to tell you this about this place. They always clear plants in August, and they will sell them for 25% of its value of succulents. So you can find for $1.50 these beautiful large pots of Vera Higgins or Darly Sunshine, Graptovaria. I have found sometimes at the end of the season really amazing plants there. So let's now move to talk about places online where you can purchase succulents. So when I think about my online purchases, I have to start with Sheena Cookson. She sells on Succulent Marketplace USA Facebook group. Great group. I would highly recommend you, if you have a Facebook account, join this group. You're gonna find all kinds of good deals for succulents that are common or rare. And when it comes to Korean imports, there is a number of sellers, a few sellers for Korean imports that I really love. Sheena Cookson is one of them. That beautiful Echeveria rainbow that I have been propagating recently came from her. Really, I don't think I had any dead plants that I have purchased from her. The quality of the plants, I'm gonna give 5. Assortment, I'm gonna give 5. Customer service, I wish I can give her more than 5. She's awesome, very patient, stays well in contact, very careful when she ships. She uses a lot of padding or toilet paper, so does a really great job. Another great seller is Michelle McCallum. She has site Succulent Eden, and she also has her group Succulent Eden on Facebook, as well as sells on Succulent Marketplace USA group that I mentioned, and Cheap Succulents USA group on Facebook as well. My experience with her is her prices are probably lower than a lot of other people that import plants. So I'm going to give 5 for the prices and assortment, and I'm going to definitely give 5 for the customer service. If there is any problem with plants, she's gonna take care of it. And sometimes people complain that she doesn't respond to messages, but I have never had her fail to fix the situation. Maybe it's not the same day, so don't be worried if she doesn't respond same day. Some people are very busy, and this is not the only thing that they're doing during their day. So great seller, highly recommend Michelle and Sheena. I also would like to add to that Estella Gouliard. She doesn't sell as often, I think, as she did in the last few years. I think her prices were so good that I don't even know. Sometimes I wonder how it paid off for her. She would sell plants for $2 and $4, depending on the size. And she had some great assortment of plants. And she still, even with those prices, likes to send a gift, which I think it's just so nice. Too nice from her. So I'm going to show you one of her gifts. This crested Echeveria. That was a little gift. I need to find the link to the unboxing. I think that was like a year and a half ago or so. It's huge. I really need to divide this pot, actually, guys, because it's just like cannot fit in it anymore. And that was just gift from her. I didn't have ever problems with her plants like dying or having pests. I'm gonna add another good online place to shop. It's called Succulent Shop. It's actually Michigan seller. She's actually has expanded her assortment significantly in the last year. She started with some stuff, and then it just got more and more. Now she has some Korean imports, really cool plants, great prices. I'm gonna give her 5 for prices, really good deals, great assortment, good customer service. So let me show you. This is one that I got this year. Really interesting colors on this Echeveria from her. And then what else I got from her? Yeah, this Echeveria Magnifica that I recently beheaded, I got from her, and I can't remember if it was $2 or $4. Kind of more rare plant. It was such an amazing deal. So great seller, you should check her out. I have purchased a lot of plants from Plants of Joy, which is Instagram seller. She has actually 4 accounts: Plants of Joy 1, Plants of Joy 2, Plants of Joy 3, and Plants of Joy 4. And It's, what am I gonna say about this seller? I would say great assortment, 5 for the assortment. Prices, it's up and down. Like you can find amazing deals, especially around holidays and on and off during the year. But sometimes the prices for the imports can be twice the price from the other sellers. I have no idea. It's like 1 week she charges one price for one, one plant, and then the following week it's like double the price. Like I don't understand the prices. It's almost like they're just like changing them weekly sometimes. It's really odd. When it comes to customer service, I think that they're good, that they will take care of you, but the time, you may waste a lot of time to communicate what's needed because they have a lot of people that they are preparing packages for. I mean, it happened to me that I would 3-4 times have to repeat the story because the person read it, said they're gonna do it, and then when I contacted them, they didn't remember anything that I typed up. I would tell them, look what we our exchange. Oh yeah. And then he would like say that he's gonna remind somebody to put something in the package, and then it wouldn't happen. So I would say their customer service could be better, and the system, it's a little bit more difficult to get a hold of them, and maybe they're overwhelmed because sometimes they have great deals and then they can't keep up with all the orders. I don't know. I would still definitely order from them. I have got some amazing plants, like for example, you remember my around the Christmas orders when I got this Milacos, they were like little cuttings that were maybe 1.5 to 2 inch. Look at how big they are. All of their plants are pretty much healthy. I have rarely had any problems. Sorry. So there is a lot of purchases that I got from them. A lot of Echeverias, mainly Echeverias. So, but like I said, when it comes to Korean imports, I probably wouldn't purchase from them. I would probably purchase from Michelle or Sheena or, Succulent Shop, because I think that they're a little bit more expensive with the imports. Let me see who else I can recommend. One of the places that I started and I made my first succulent purchase was Succulent Source. At the time, they didn't want to allow you any choices. Like you would just get assorted plants. So you would purchase and they would send you whatever they pick. And whenever I have asked about it, they just said that they couldn't afford to, spend more time to do that. But with time passing, I noticed that they realized there's so much competition, so many people now selling succulents that they have to offer that. But I have never been really tempted after that first time to go back and purchase again. 2 more sites that I have purchased online succulents would be Leaf and Clay and what's the name of that other one? I'll probably post it here. I forgot. But both of those I think have it's great when you're starting. When I started, then I didn't have all these options that I have now. I think that they're a little bit more expensive than some other places, depending. Actually, there is some prices that are amazing and some that are more expensive. And now with as many plants that I have, I don't really often get tempted to purchase from those sites. But if you are still having smaller collection, you should check them out. I think that they both have a great customer service, and it's a good assortment when you are starting your collection. So I hope this is going to be helpful to you to know where you can search and purchase succulents. So as always, thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you soon in the next video.